Can you tell me about some traditional dishes or foods that are important in your culture or heritage and why they are important?
Well, first I would definitely mention fattoush because it's a dish that's been served for a really long time. Every family has served this dish in Syria, and the thing about it is that it goes really well with basically every dish. So on every table, on every Syrian table, on like an out day or a beach day or anything, you would always find fattoush because it goes well with kebabs, kibbeh, barbecues, shawarma, all kinds of foods. I would definitely say fattoush.
That's nice. Okay, question number two. How do food and meals play a role in your family gatherings or celebrations?
Well, needless to say, food in a Syrian household brings the family together because we sit together 3 times a day, so it joins the whole family together. Like it's glue for a Syrian household because first it's breakfast served at 9 a.m., then lunch, which is our own main meal during the day, and then dinner. So it and actually my dad used to get angry if any of us eats outside. So yeah, it's definitely not just a cultural thing, but it's a part of bringing the family together. So yeah.
Okay, so question number three. Are there any specific rituals or customs related to the food preparation or consumption in your culture?
Well, the thing is about Syrian food is that it's not easy to make. It's not just a thing that you would do in like an hour, like a span of an hour. You can do that. Some meals actually take days to prepare. Some of them even months. Like let's say waraq which is grape leaves pressed in salt water for and left for months. Like we ferment them in salt water and then we use them to cook that dish which is called waraq and so for a lot of dishes that take a long time, so it teaches you a little patience if you want to eat something good. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, so question number four. What are the historical and cultural influences in your food?
Well, I would say you can't just say that Syrian food has all originated from Syria. No, it's got very, very long other origins that we've used with the time. Some of which is Turkish, Lebanese, Ottoman, Persian. So we use those ingredients and those ideas to fuse something into our own. Like let's say shawarma is actually the fused doner kebab. Doner kebab is the actual name of the original Turkish kebab. It was first called doner kebab, and it still exists until this day. You can still find doner kebab everywhere, but shawarma is the little twist of doner kebab. So, am I against it? No. So yeah, I would definitely say that. Not all food, Syrian food, originated from Syria, but we did a little twist to it that makes it better.
Can you share any memorable food related experiences from your childhood or upbringing?
Definitely maklube. Maklube basically means upside down. So I've always asked my mom to cook that meal for me, especially for me. Maklube is eggplants, fried eggplants. We use a big pot. We fry the eggplants and we put them on the bottom. That's the first layer. Then we use a second layer of rice. It's not basmati rice, it's Egyptian rice. Yes, we cook Egyptian rice all the time. So the second layer is Egyptian rice. Then third layer is pulled chicken. We boil chicken breasts and we pull them, put them as a third layer in the makluba. Then the fourth layer is rice again. And when you want to cook it, you don't even use water to cook the rice. You use the chicken broth that you use to boil the chicken breast. So that makes it really, really good. And once it's done, why it's called maklube, it's because we hold the pot, hold it up, and we put it upside down. So that's where the name came from. So yeah, it's a whole painting. The whole dish looks like a painting. Yeah.
That's interesting. So, question number six. How has your cultural background influenced your food preferences and dietary habits?
Well, not to brag, but it's because it's really healthy. I was raised in a household where we only eat meat for one day in a week, which is Friday. That's the only day we can have meats. and my dad usually barbecues it or cooks it. So, but for the rest of the week, we actually just eat vegetarian food. Basically, we have some things that I couldn't find here, which is khabeze, hindbeh, a lot of vegetables that doesn't grow here. It needs a very hot place and humid, like my city, Tartus. And it's also because I'm from, a city which is right on the sea, so our diet consists of a lot of fish. And yeah, it's because it's really healthy. As you can see, I'm skinny. So yeah, I would definitely follow a Syrian diet if you would like to lose weight. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so moving on. Question number 7. Are there any particular ingredients or spices that are commonly used in your traditional cuisine?
Well, of course, it's not spicy. We rarely use that. Um, but in every household, you would find a mix of spices that's called the 7 spice mix. You can use it in any dish and it would make it taste really good. So it existed in my house and all my auntie's house and all my uncle's houses. So yeah, I would definitely say that based on my experience.
So, question number 8. How do you think your culture's approach to food differs from others?
Well, I love all kinds of food, all kinds of cultures. Right now, I'm obsessed with Indian food, and that's the good thing about Syrian foods that we always try to make a little twist to, or let's say use other ingredients, healthier ingredients to fuse it with our dishes to make it either healthier or better. So we're always open for a change, and none of us has a problem with it. Like even if I changed a little in the recipe in order to make the dish better or healthier, yeah, Syrians don't have a problem with that. So that's the good thing. We're always open for a change. We're never stuck on just one ingredient or 2 ingredients. We're always open for a change.
So, question number 9. Can you describe a typical meal in your culture, including the types of dishes served and how they are enjoyed?
I would bring up shawarma. This dish has been fused in many ways for too long now. Um, because even in Syria, each and every city has its own style of making it. So it tastes different in Damascus, it tastes different in Aleppo, in Tartus. So it's not that you wouldn't like it; it's just that it's different and fused in a way that the locals would like it. Same thing for here in Malaysia, because sometimes I would eat shawarma, and I'm not gonna say that's not original. No, it's just that I'm not used to this style because the shawarma here has been fused in a way that would make Malay people like it more. Yeah.
So, you mean by adding chili sauce and stuff
Chili
inside?
sauce, lettuce, French fries. Because in Syria, if you added French fries and chili sauce and lettuce to that, they would hang you in public.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So, so question number 10. Are there any taboos or restrictions regarding food in your culture?
Spicy. Spicy. It's a very little minority that uses spicy in Syria, and it's Aleppo, the people of Aleppo. They put spicy in everything, like everything, and it reaches a certain point where it's unedible. But let's say in Damascus or Homs or my city Tartus, it's actually disrespectful to add spicy to your guests. If you have guests coming over and you add spicy to their food, it basically means please don't come back again, or that I'm not being pleasant serving you food. So yeah, it would definitely be spicy.
How are you surviving in Malaysia then?
I'm starting to like it actually.
Okay. Number 11. How has globalization or migration influenced the way your culture's food is prepared or consumed?
Well, it varies. Like I just said, the shawarma here is fused in a way that Malay people would like it. So is it a bad thing? No, of course not. Because as a Syrian here, I wouldn't get ingredients all the way from Syria and prepare my dish here to serve it to people who aren't Syrian. So you would take the ingredients that they have here and fuse it in a way that the locals would like it. Because again, I'm serving my own food to locals in a different country. So I would definitely fuse it in a way that they would like it. And that goes for a lot of dishes, not just shawarma. It goes to hummus, falafel, and many other dishes. So yeah, definitely it's a good thing. Taste, some salt, some white vinegar, and just some pepper. You mix it all together, and you get a really thick paste. We mash it into the plate, then we add virgin olive oil on top and crushed peanut.
Can you share any family recipes or cooking techniques that have been passed down through generations?
Oh, okay, I got this one. Well, we always had the tradition of my father making a certain dish while he's barbecuing. It's called takat matet. Not even many Syrians know about it. Takat matet basically means blow off and die, because it's spicy, and it's made from Syrian crackers that we, dip in tea and eat them. But we crush them so finely, then we add tomato paste, red pepper paste. It's very spicy, and a little white vinegar, some salt and some pepper, and you mash it together. Then you get this really thick paste. We mash it into a plate. Then we add virgin olive oil on the top and some roasted peanuts, crushed peanuts, or walnuts, or whatever. Uh, and you eat that with barbecued chicken, or even while drinking, because it's really spicy. It brings all the flavors together. So yeah, definitely tapat matat.
Okay, that sounds delicious.
Thank you.
How do you think food reflects the values and beliefs of your culture?
Well, the first thing it reflects is generosity. Syrian people are really generous with their portions, so the food is really filling. So that's the first thing it reflects, and it also reflects cleanliness, because we tend to clean our food a lot before we cook it, and we use a lot of methods to clean chicken or meats and stuff, and we're very cautious about raw chicken or like rare meats, red meats. So we're very cautious about that. So I would definitely bring up the cleanliness thing, the portions, and generosity of Syrian people. So yeah.
Are there any seasonal or festival foods that hold special significance in your culture?
Definitely Hari Raya, the first day of Eid. You wouldn't be able to see the sky or even smell fresh air, because everyone in Syria would be barbecuing chicken, meats, fish, whatever you want. So yeah, it would definitely be the first day of Eid, because everyone just celebrates that day specifically by barbecuing. And the good thing is that we all share, like all neighbors share plates with each other. So it definitely brings that joy of, oh, I want to taste my food and my neighbor's food. So you'll have one dish of every neighbor in your building. So that's the nice thing about it. Yeah.
Okay. So question number 15. How do you navigate food choices or dietary preferences when interacting with people from different cultural backgrounds?
Well, of course, I'm not gonna advise them to try new stuff that I'm used to it. Like, let's say kibbeh, kibbeh mshwiye, hindbeh, and all those, because it's not that they're not gonna like it. It's because they're not used to it. Like, they haven't tried this thing in their whole lives. So trying it for the first time would be kind of hard for them. So that's why you see here, like, all Arabic restaurants serve the same dishes, like the same dishes: hummus, falafel, mutabbal, mutabbaq, shakshuka, uh, chicken fahsa, lamb fahsa, shawarma. They all serve the same thing, because that's what the people here liked. Because I assure you that they did serve all of the above before and many more, but that's what Malay people loved. So they just stuck to that. So yeah, the same thing for me. If I have a Malay friend and they ask me to advise them for a dish, I would definitely give them something that's viral or trendy, with Arabic restaurants here. So yeah.
Hey, that's something that I did not know. I have a last question for you. Can you discuss any current trends or innovations in your culture's culinary scene?
Innovating with Syrian food has always existed the whole time. Even in my family household, we've always tried something new. The first time my mom made mutabbal with minced meat mixed with tomato paste, I loved it at first. Even though it was weird, but I loved it at first. Then another thing, fattoush. Everyone knows fattoush salad. We actually do a little extra thing with fattoush. We bring extremely salty cheese, Arabic cheese, and we grate it and put it on top. We just put it on top of fattoush, and also we put pomegranate sauce and a lot of stuff. So actually, one plate of salad would get you full, let alone the takat matin, the mutabbal, the barbecues, the fried potatoes, and all that on the table. But one plate of fattoush could make you full. So that's the thing. Innovating never stops with Syrian food. You can always make something new.
So thank you for your answers. It's been a pleasant interview, and we hope to get more of you soon. And guys, we need to get his cooking soon.